Good morning. Welcome to my channel. Alright, I'm just going to do a quick rundown of what this channel is. This is my channel, and it's called The Sacred Room. The Sacred Room is about ascension. It's about enlightenment. It's about finding your inner peace. It's about meditation, coming into your oneness, returning to Mother Earth and Father Sky, and learning to reconnect yourself in a way that you never thought was possible. It's coming back into the spirit of what the First Nation people had, the spirit of the Celts, the white people, the spirit of the African people, the spirit of the Asians and the Himalayans, the spirit of Gaia Sophia, Mother Earth. And so that's what this group is. That's what this channel is. I'll probably do some live feeds. Break down some chakras, break down some interdimensional stuff to get people on board, so you can help others, because this is about helping others. And God, Creator, Father Sky, is looking for a tribe. He's looking for his people that can go out into the darkness and speak on what is happening. Spiritual masters, spiritual teachers, shamans, druids, feminine power, white witches of the Nordic, all reincarnated to help with what's going on today. That's what this channel is about. This is about finding your inner master, your inner Buddha, your inner knowing, your inner spirit, because God communicates through you. God speaks to you in your mind. But people spend too much time in their material world being manipulated by the beast. They can't slow down their mind enough to speak to creation, to speak to God, Gaia Sophia, Mother Earth. And that's what this is, Mother Earth, Father Sky. People have lost themselves in translation due to this stuff. And so everything coming down in today's reality is all, let's put it this way, the manifestation of the beast is in front of your eyes. There's no more room to sugarcoat things. There's no more room to act like spirituality is just enlightening. Being born into the fallen reality, you don't know anything. There's no clue of what it is. There's no teachings. All the teachings have been stolen. All the teachings have been manipulated, and they have been taken from you. And the manipulation of your mind in this beast system, you don't know who you are. You don't know 100% truly that you are a reincarnation of the forest. You are the tree. You are the enlightened one who will go out and raise the spirit of the people, because you can see through the veil. You understand what is at risk. Light workers need to stand back at this time. They need to stand back. They need to step into the water, into the protection of God, into the protection of creation, into the spirit of the First Nation. Wrap themselves with the invisible. Disconnect yourself from everything. If you need to run, you run. If you need to hide, you hide. There are things in this reality that can't be comprehended. People think that it's a myth. People think that it's only in movies and it's only in history. It's so much more. It's because the people have been dumbed down, and 90% of the people here aren't even human. What is the percentage of God's people versus non-God's people? They've had many generations to create their robotic world, their manipulation of God's creation. It's been going on for a really long time. And what is happening today is God has stepped in. The angels are here. The balance is coming back to Mother Earth. But what is truly happening is the demons, the negative entities in the spiritual world. As the Bible thumpers talk of, the splitting the wheat or whatever from the tare, I don't know, removing the demons from the human body. That's what's taking place today, right now. They are being removed from Gaia Sophia, Mother Earth, and the human body for all to see. For all to see. Because the people have manifested this. The people have manifested the beast. They have manifested the zombie apocalypse. Because they think it's just in the movies. But the enlightened ones, the ones who sit on the threshold of heaven and the water world, home, the porthole to the higher realms, the water, the new water from heaven, the new world tree, the new rainbow, the reincarnated rainbow serpent, and the many dragons. There's a difficulty for people to be able to understand and see this level of consciousness and what once walked this earth plane before the fall of humanity. I'm not going to go into too much of the details of what I know, but I'll tell you what is coming upon this planet. It's pain. It's pain. It's coming for America. It's coming for the world. It's been here. But Americans have ignored it. Americans have ignored this. But this is the rise in consciousness. Because you don't want to go backwards. You don't want to be out there. You don't want to be in this reality when this stuff pops off. Go into your home, protect yourself. Food, water, supplies. They talk about a dark winter. You go back in the medieval times into the forest. You see that people can't see today. They can't see the connection of history into today. Lightworkers, just step back, because your time will come soon. Your time will come. Because this is the separation. This is the time. You can choose the love frequency because God will protect you. They talk about manna coming from the clouds, falling from heaven. If it's honey, it tastes like honey and it's on a graham cracker, I'm good. I'm good. So it's having faith. It's understanding. Because God has been showing me for years what is coming. I've been shown the steps into the spiritual world, up, let's just say the ladder, and understanding what needs to take place within the human body to go into the inner path. Because the inner path is nothing to mess with either. That's why people ignore the inner path. The pain inside of them is a reflection of what they see outside. There's two worlds out there. There's two worlds. There's a demonic world and there's heaven. They wish to take you down the demonic one. Heaven is the invisible. So, doesn't matter. The path has been corrupted. Everything has been corrupted. But in this reality, to master yourself, you have to go, as they would say, through the darkness of the soul. In reality, you're going through the darkness of Satan, Lucifer, the Luciferian path, because your spiritual world has been hijacked. And all this pain that is inside of you is negative entities to reflect your outside world. That's the bottom line. And people act out when they're in pain because they're being bombarded with all this technology and they don't understand their reality. Because there's so much more than human but they don't give themselves enough time because they're ignoring themselves and they're ignoring their world and their reality. But the reality is smashing them right in the face. It's coming for them. And this is their wake-up call. This is their wake-up call. And it's sad to see the people in the lower frequency. And to see, it's just the mind manipulation. And for the people that don't believe or will shun God or creation or Jesus, because they are demonically possessed. They can't see the light. There's too much ash on their third eye. It's darker than you could ever imagine. People think that all these natural disasters are just natural. But they're not, because they want to take out humanity. They want to kill humanity. They want to kill you. They want to kill your children. They want, there's all this stuff. But understanding it is something different. So we come, into this place of enlightening. We might as well take a look at the world now and, and understand that what happened in Hong Kong, what happened, a couple years ago with black helmets. Because when it comes down to it, the sun is bright. And you got your inner sun shining bright. They can't look at you because God is shining through you. The light, the golden rays of heaven are shining through you. You're separated. You're protected. In your home, in your house. Because you can't help anybody else. There's nothing you can do for your neighbor. Until the time comes. And you understand what is happening. Then you can explain it to them. But in the meantime, you separate yourself from this thing that is outside of your house. You can go into the scriptures. You can go into the Jewish scriptures. And they talk about putting lamb's blood on your door or whatever. It was so dark. Way darker than it is today. People can't comprehend. They think it's just in the movies. So they fantasize of the evil world because that's what's fed to them. So this channel, this love frequency, see, there's an anger that comes along with it, but the anger must be directed at the beast itself, not at the situations, not at your people, not at brainwashed souls. You have to show them love and compassion. If they're rude and ignorant, you step away from these people. If they're opening up their hearts and they're falling to the ground because they're scared, then you open up. But in the meantime, you isolate yourself. You don't speak, you don't talk. Unless there are people with the same mindset. Ones who know that we're ascending, ones who can see the full picture, because these people are lowering themselves to this thing. And so you have to step away. There's just no other way. You have to have faith, because God's in charge. I'm telling you, God's in charge. We're going along God's path, the fork in the road. There's a fork in the road. God's running right alongside this beast. He's doing his thing every single time. You see the Schumann resonance. The Schumann, those spikes on the Schumann, those are taking out the demons. We build them up, put them in a corner, wrap them around with a spider web, and zap them with frickin' Odin's, Zeus's lightning bolt, and Thor's hammer. smash the crap out of them, choke them out in the new water, God's water. They're not coming through this porthole because there's a new tree, there's a new world tree, and within this world tree is a 6-pointed star. It's a 6-pointed rainbow star that comes from Gaia Sophia and the sun within. The tree floats on water. You know, people are confused on many levels. I'm here to unscramble your confusion. But even though people listen to what I'm saying, they're still confused because they've never been taught. They've been brainwashed so bad. People look at the Merkaba. People look at the Sun Cross and all these symbols. They don't have a clue because they don't know how magic works. Because they've never been able to master the Buddha path. Because the mind overtakes everything. This reality has taken over everything. This beast, everything. So this is my channel. You know, just direct. You know, you can voice your opinion. You need to voice your opinion. You need to speak. And if you don't like what you're seeing, you speak. But at the same time, you speak to people that are on your same frequency, because you don't want to speak out there in this world and, you know, them finding you. It's kind of like you go underground. You got to go underground because the majority of us are. We're all underground. And, you know, it's what we have to do. You know, it's like, you know, 2,000 years ago, the Christians going underground because the devil was coming for them. The demons in human form. There's many levels of possession. Many, many, many levels. So I wish everyone luck. You know, be blessed and Reiki on. High vibe. That's it. Have a good day.